welcome to Medela Australia. Today I'm here to talk to you about our professional Symphony breast pump, which is used in hospitals. And at this point of time, you may have already been familiar with the pump, you may have had your baby and used the pump in the hospital, or you're working out what options or whether you should purchase or whether you should hire a pump. So today I'm here to tell you about what you need to do and how easy it is just to hire the pump for your personal use at home. Once you've made the decision to hire the pump, you'll go to your rental agent, and when you get there, this is how your pump will come. So it comes in this carry case, and this is the pump here. So it's quite simple, pop that button and push that open there. Then the next thing you need to do is make sure once you've hired your pump, and you need to make sure you have the correct kit to use with the pump. And that's your own personal kit. That's for your use only. They're available wherever you will purchase or hire your pump from, then you'll be able to purchase your kit from there. So you'll need the correct Symphony kit and purchase that and hire your pump. So you're hiring the pump and purchasing your kit. Once you get your kit, you'll take it home and you need to open it, and just open it and look at all the components to it and check that it's all there and you know what you're using, what you'll be familiar with. So open the bag. There'll be actually two bags in there because it is a double. So you can double pump, which means you can do both breasts at the same time. But we'll open this one at the moment. So what you'll get in your kit is you'll get a bottle, a 150ml bottle. You'll get the connector for the bottle to your breast shield. You'll get your breast shield. And again, as with all of our Medela products, all of our products come with a 24ml breast shield, and that's the nipple tunnel size in here. They do come in 5 other sizes, ranging from small, the medium, large, extra large, and extra, extra large. So it's worth mentioning when you hire the pump and purchase your kit that just check whether you need another size breast shield. So it'll be a good idea to just buy one of those while you're there. So we have the breast shield. We have silicone tubing, a cap and membrane, and that goes onto your pump, and then another valve and membrane, which is different, that's for your bottle connection, but we'll go through that in a minute. So that goes on there. And then we have a disc, a collar, and a lid. So they're for your bottles once your milk's in there for your storage. So I'll pop those there so you can see all of those. So once you've got all those components, then you're ready to get yourself set up to start expressing and using your Symphony professional pump. Okay, now we've got all our components to our kit out of the packet and we've checked that everything's there. The next thing we need to do is to assemble our kit. And it is really important and really crucial for you to get the maximum benefits of your Symphony professional pump by using the correct kit. So our recommendation is that you have the correct kit so that it's not compromising your breastfeeding in any way by using something inferior. So the first thing we will take is our 150ml bottle. So we have that here. And then we would take our connector. So before we screw the connector onto the bottle, what we need to do is attach our valve and membrane. And that's the little yellow one with the white membrane on there. So we just pop that onto there, so you can see that there. That just pushes on, and then screw that onto the bottle. So that's like that. And then the next thing that we do is take our breast shield. And as I mentioned earlier, don't forget that it does come with a medium, and you can get different sizes if you need, and they all attach. So it doesn't matter the size of the breast shield, they'll all fit onto the connector. So we pop that onto there. And it's very important, if you notice, that when the breast shield is situated on your breast, that your little membrane, the little yellow membrane that you have in here, is facing either left or right. Doesn't matter which way, you can see that I have it on there facing the right, or I turn around and face the left. Doesn't matter which, but as long as it's not facing towards you, like that, or away from you. So that's just something to remember, keep that either left or right. Once we have that all put together, the next thing we take is our silicone tubing. So we have the silicone tubing, take that out of the wrapper. And the silicone tubing comes with 2 yellow polygon adapters on either end. And we pop one end into the back of our pump. like so. So just pop that into the end. And then we take the other end, goes into our cap and membrane. And this cap and membrane goes onto the pump, and that creates the vacuum on the pump. So we just need to pop that end in there, and it's all set up. The next thing we do now is we need to attach it onto the pump. So we have it, you've got your two diaphragms there. You just pop that on, push it down firmly. Sometimes you'll hear a little bit of a click, sometimes not, but as long as you've pushed it either firmly with the palm of your hand or with your fingers, just pop that down firmly and it's on, then it's ready to go. With this, I've actually already done another kit, so it is a double kit. So you can see that you can double pump. All of our Symphony pumps have the ability to double pump or single pump, so it's whatever option is best for you. So, but just to remember that if you do single pump, you can always double pump it by attaching the two kits. So once it's all connected, then you're set and you're ready to start expressing. Okay, now we have our kit assembled and it's attached to our pump, we're ready to start expressing. So the first thing that you should check before you turn it on is on the back of your pump here, we have a bottle holder which comes in your carry case for your pump. Take that off and you'll see, I already have it plugged in, but if I unplug that, there's a little shutter there. That's for this electrical adapter here. So that just slots in there and that powers your pump. So you have your mains cord which goes to your power point in the wall, and then you have this little one here that goes into that shutter. So it's important that you have that one plugged in, otherwise you won't have any electricity and the pump won't work. So once that's plugged in, I'll just pop our bottle holder back on, and then we're ready to start expressing. So we have that turned on, the cap and membrane for your kit pushed on firmly. The first thing that you should do is turn the on-off button, which is this button here on your left. So pop that on there, and you can see that working there. You can see the diaphragms going up and down. As with all of our electrical what we call two-phase pumps, which is two-phase expression, which means it's mimicking how the baby would naturally feed at the breast. That first phase is a stimulation phase, and the second phase is an expression phase. So the stimulation phase will go for 2 minutes, and then automatically switch itself over to the expression phase. And that's an average time. So it doesn't mean that it's going to take you 2 minutes to promote what we call a letdown, which is when the milk's coming out, and that's the idea of the stimulation phase, but it might take you 5 minutes. So pop your breast onto your breast shield, and you can see that there, you can see that gentle stimulation of the machine on your nipple. You've got your vacuum control here, that's the centre dial here. By turning that up, that will make it stronger, or if I turn it the other way, it will make it weaker. If you're wondering how strong you should have it, it should be slightly uncomfortable but not hurting you, and then we recommend that you probably turn it back 1 notch. In the stimulation phase, there are actually little milk drops on your little LED screen there, so you can see that there. So as I said, I've got it set at the comfort vacuum that's good for me, and then if I let it run, it would automatically switch itself to the expression phase after 2 minutes. But let's just say, after 1 minute, I have a letdown, and that's when the milk's coming out. And I think, well, I don't need that extra minute of stimulation. What you can do, you can override the stimulation by pushing this little button with the milk drops on it. If I push that button there, you'll see now the diaphragm's slower, and it's moved to a deeper, slower sucking action. Again, the milk drops have now gone to bars on your LED screen. And again, you would just turn that dial to the vacuum comfort level that's perfect for you. On the other hand, on the same thing, if just say after the 2 minutes you've not had a letdown and you feel that you need more expression and it switched itself over to the second phase, by pushing that milk drops button again, you can put it back to stimulation. So you can, at any time during your expressing process, you can push that milk drops button to go back between expression and stimulation, whatever you feel that you need at the time. So it's not automated that you have to wait that 2 minutes. You can override it, or if you need more, you can just push it again and get extra stimulation. So let's pop it onto the expression, and then you would sit back, relax, and let the machine do the work for you. And then express and keep going until you're finished, and then you would just turn your power button off. On here I've actually just got the one single one, but as I mentioned earlier, you can double pump. So if you were going to double pump, you would have that one attached like that, so that you could do both breasts at once. So, but for today, so that you can see how the diaphragm goes up and down, I've just taken one of them off so that you can see how it works. So that's it. So sit back, express and relax. And then we'll go into the next part, which will be cleaning. Now you've finished expressing, you've got your breast milk in your bottle. The first thing you should do, the next thing you should do, is take off your bottle, and then the cap, the collar and the disc that we had earlier, you pop that little disc in there, seal your breast milk, and that's an airtight seal on there. You've got that little cap on there. Store your breast milk in your fridge or your freezer, whichever's suitable for you. Pop that away, and then it's time just to clean up your expressing parts. Now, there should be no milk gone through your tube at all, so there's no need to clean your silicone tubing. So your cap, your membrane and your silicone tubing should need no washing at all. There should be no milk on that. Pop that to the side, then take your breast shield and your valve and membrane off here and your connector and wash them in warm soapy water, and then rinse them clean and pop them in an airtight container till the next time that you're ready to use them. Always make sure that you clean any breast milk that will be in there where your valve and membrane are. And once you've done all that and popped it in the airtight container, we would recommend that you only sterilise it once a day if you're exclusively breastfeeding. So warm soapy water, rinse it clean, airtight container till the next use, and then once a day sterilisation. Now I'll just pop those there. With your pump, if you have got any breast milk or anything on it, never spray any sort of corrosive or any cleaning agents on it. All you need is like an antibacterial wipe, and just give it a good wipe over and just to keep that clean. You can pop that lid closed, and then the same just on your bottle holder there. Just give it a wipe over. Once you've cleaned it, just to let you know as well, you've got your cord and card protector here, and that is a crucial part of what makes this pump work. So I'll just take that off. In here is what makes the pump work, which is this little card which looks very similar to a credit card, and it has a microchip on it, and that's your program. So it's always important that you don't play with it, that no one takes that out, and just check that it's in there. Just pop it, slide it back in, and that's why we have this, to stop little fingers, little children that might sit and pull it out, then your pump won't work. So that just slides back down, tighten that up. So that just probably needs a bit of a wipe over, just a general clean. So it doesn't need to be submersed in anything or any corrosives or cleaning agent sprayed onto it. We would not recommend that. Just a wipe over, as I mentioned, with an antibacterial wipe. And then pop back into your little hard carry case there for safety. So that keeps it protected so that it's not knocked anywhere or dropped. If you do find that you have a problem with your pump or it's not working, contact your rental agent that you rented it from, and they will contact us and we'll see what we can do. Sometimes, as I said, it could be your valve and membrane, it may not be the pump. So just check your things like your valve and membrane. If there is an error, a problem with the pump, it usually will say error on your LED screen. But if there's nothing, just contact your rental agent and Medela will take care of it for you. So I hope that you've got a little bit more, if you're not sure whether to rent, it's making you feel a little bit more confident about hiring a pump. And if you already have one, I hope that this will help you just to make sure that you're getting the maximum benefits of your Symphony Professional pump. Thank you.